A-F-A-I-K, B-I-O-N, G-O-A-T, goat. A goat? No, I'm not trying to recollect the alphabet. By the way, do you remember it by heart? I was just reading some comments on social media. See them for yourself. Confused? Don't worry, you're not alone. That's why we are here. In this video, we are diving into over 30 most common internet abbreviations and acronyms, what they mean and how to use them. By the end, you'll be a pro at speaking internet. Before we start, let me clear something up. What exactly are these internet abbreviations? I will not bore you with complicated definitions. Let me just put it this way. There are acronyms. You pronounce them as a word, like goat. No, not that goat. And there are initialisms. You pronounce them letter by letter, for example, BTW, by the way. All of these are commonly referred to as abbreviations, and they are designed to make communication quicker and more efficient. And trust me, they really do save time once you get the hang of them. So, here what we'll do. I have grouped some of the most popular abbreviations into categories according to their meaning. Your challenge? Guess what they stand for. And then I will dive into how they're used. Ready? Let's get started. Let's cut to the chase. What does it stand for? Laughing my ass off. Pretty emotional, isn't it?
LMAO! Someone down in Old Town posted.
For example, did you see that cat trying to jump and missing the couch? LMAO, yes, that made my day. Oh, I'm sure this one will not be hard to guess. Laughing out loud. It often happens that we text it even when we are not laughing out loud. Not even a little. For example, I just burned my toast while making a gourmet breakfast. Lol, that's totally me every morning. Have you ever seen or heard something so ridiculous or disappointing that all you can do is
SMH, bruh.
Shake my head. For example, he thinks dinosaurs were invented by Hollywood. SMH, people really need to read a book sometimes. If you like something more than others, it's your favorite. For example, this is my fave song right now. It has been on repeat for weeks. What's your fave song, by the way? Share it in the comments. Your friend is telling you something you totally agree with. And to save you time, just reply, I know, right?
I know, right?
For example, the weather is so perfect today. IKR. I wish it could stay like this forever. You want to share your opinion or to show some support. Although you know someone may not care, you're going to say it anyway. Sounds familiar? Use this next time. For what it's worth.
For what it's worth.
For example, FWIW, I think you are doing the great job despite all the criticism. You have helped someone. But like a true hero, you don't see any problem there. So you say,
No big deal.
for example, thanks for helping me fix my Wi-Fi. NBD, happy to help. Are you daring or spontaneous? Here's your go-to phrase. You only live once. It's like saying, why not, to what your life offers you.
Yeah, you will. My girl. YOLO.
For example, should I really try skydiving this weekend? Absolutely, you only live once. Nope, still not the animal. This abbreviation is used to crown somebody or something as an absolute best, legendary status. It means greatest of all time. For example, I have just rewatched Bohemian Rhapsody. It's the GOAT. You said something your friends don't believe. Not your fault, just say. Believe it or not. For example, BION, I was just going to call you. Well, I don't believe you. Imagine you are texting your friend and suddenly you remember some info that's kind of unrelated but still worth mentioning. Your go-to phrase is
BT dubs?
By the way.
For example, BTW, have you seen the new episode of The Last of Us? No, you're missing out. Now you want to share something, spill some truth, big or small. This will help you. To be honest. For example, TBH, I totally forgot we agreed to buy him this book. My bad. We all know that not everything we say has to be taken seriously. Let's mention it casually.
JK, LOL.
Just kidding. For example, I can totally eat 10 tacos in one sitting. JK, I will need 12. If you are indifferent, unimpressed, or just don't care too much, this will help you express yourself. Whatever. For example, you can choose the movie for tonight. WE, as long as it's not a rom-com. A one-letter shortcut to the most classic question ever. Why? For example, you skipped the breakfast again. Why? You need your energy. Checking in on someone who is taking way too long to reply? Ask them. You there? For example, you there? We're about to order food without you. When you want someone's opinion, to keep it short and snappy, ask for it with what do you think? For example, I'm thinking of dyeing my hair blue. What do you think? Too bold? When you need to step away for a moment, but want people to know you're coming back soon, it'll be polite to inform them.
So, BRB.
Be right back. For example, hold on, I need to grab my coffee. BRB. Someone is waiting for you or expecting you to come. Use a quick reply to let them know you are on your way to where they are. Be right there. For example, just park the car. BRT. If you are not going to BRB, don't make people worry and say, be back later.
BBL. I have a date with Monkey Bread.
For example, BBL, heading out for a meeting. Gamers use it a lot, but it's handy for everyone. It simply means you are not at your computer or phone at the moment.
What's AFK?
AFK.
Away from keyboard. For example, away from keyboard for dinner, catch up with you later. You are going to BRT for someone. You have already started your car. Just text them. On my way. For example, on my way, just 5 minutes away. When you want to share something that might be useful or relevant to someone, just say, for your information.
You should wear a helmet, FYI!
Use this to give information you are reasonably sure about, but might not be 100% certain.
As far as I know.
For example, as far as I know, they close at 6 p.m. today. When you're looking for something specific, you can always say, I'm looking for, but it will be also quite nice to say, in search of. For example, in search of a good beginner's guide to Photoshop. Any recommendation? You have definitely seen this one on Instagram or YouTube. A way to express a perspective or describe a situation. Point of view.
This is not okay from my POV, Siobhan.
How about this one?
If you know what I mean. You know what I mean?
It adds a layer of subtlety or humor to your statement. For example, I'd rather skip that meeting if you know what I mean. Do you want someone to give you an update or response? Use this one. Let me know. For example, let me know if you are free for lunch tomorrow. Use this when you're asking a question out of curiosity, not because it's important or urgent. Just wondering.
We settled on Midtown JW?
It's like saying, I'm curious, but it's not a big deal if you don't answer. A perfect shortcut to send birthday wishes without typing the full message. A bit annoying though, but it's just my opinion. For example, happy birthday! Hope you have an amazing day filled with cake and fun. A casual way to say goodbye when you are stepping away, but plan to chat again soon. Talk to you later.
Okay, love you, but you're downing my vibe. TTYL.
This is similar to talk to you later, but it implies that you're going to reconnect sooner rather than later. Talk to you soon. For example, gotta run, talk to you soon. An old school text abbreviation combining letters and numbers to keep it short and sweet. See you later. For example, great catching up. See you later. And a bonus batch of abbreviations, the ones about relationships. Can you guess what they mean? This one, I miss you. The next one, love of my life.
Sorry, honey, love of my life.
One more, it's a long-distance relationship. How about this? Define the relationship. And the last one, sealed with a kiss. And there you have it. over 30 popular internet abbreviations and acronyms. These shortcuts can make your internet communication faster, more fun, and totally on trend. Now, here is your challenge. Pick 3 abbreviations from this video that you didn't know before and try using them in the message today. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who is always asking, what does it mean? And don't forget to subscribe for more fun and practical English tips. What's your favorite internet abbreviation? Drop it in the comments below and let's keep the conversation going. Thanks for watching and talk to you later.